What's up, guys? Mike the AK Phony. This is Grand Theft Auto Online, and I already recorded one of these, and it went way too long. I got done, I was like, oh wow, 25 minutes. That's a bit long. So let me go try to cut this down a little bit. Here's the thing. I tweeted about this a number of times today, that the character creator in Grand Theft Auto Online is just bad. And it really truly is. I had to show you guys. I put screenshots up, but that doesn't really do anything to help you out here. It's just terrible. So first off, to customize the look of my character here, I would have to change my mom's mother, so my grandparents. So my grandma, I have a number of grandmas I could choose from. Okay, scroll through. And notice how they have an effect on my mom, and of course, an effect on me. So let me actually go ahead and put everything in the middle. I want everything to be just smack dab in the middle. That way we can see what kind of a difference we can make between the different looks. Now, this, on paper, this is great because it's one of those things. It's like, oh wow, you can create a billion different looks based off of your heritage. The problem is that it just doesn't make any sense. Like, yeah, sure, okay, yeah. Oh, well, you look more like your mom or your dad. Oh yeah, sure, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But to have to go through and do it in this fashion just does not. It's not appealing. You know, it's like, okay, okay, set up my grandparents, who you're not gonna like meet while you play the game, right? Your parents, I seriously doubt I'm gonna meet them while I'm playing the online portion of this game. So who cares what they look like? I just care what my character looks like, and I want to go through and select faces and just go from there. But this is their way, I guess, of creating variation without creating, I guess, without giving you a ton of sliders. So they basically made it casual friendly or something, but it just does not make any sense. If you played any MMOs, PC online games, whatever, you know that you'll see very shortly that this whole character creator is just ridiculous. See, so we have. Here, let me do this. Let me go ahead and show you. We're gonna go and select grandma. There we go. Grandma 14, and I think grandpa 8. No, grandpa 12. Oh no. Okay. Well, where's he at? 14. Okay, so I believe this is the darkest couple you can make. Now I'm gonna choose the lightest couple that I can make. It's kind of a cool look for dad, actually. So let's see. We need the whitest of white to complement the darkest of black here, and that is going to be you. There you go. And he's even ginger. Perfect. So that's what your dog looks like. And one thing I noticed is that the noses in these games is very pronounced, and I think it's just the art style. So unfortunately, with kind of a pronounced nose, and sometimes you have a very chiseled chin, even on the females, it makes it difficult to make a feminine-looking female. So here we are. We have these two. They're going to take a look around, rotate her some. Okay, not bad, not too bad. It looks like a mix. That's just what mixed kids look like. They have a little bit of features from both. Maybe we give her a little bit more mom. That makes perfect sense. A little bit more from dad. Once again, makes sense. I don't know about like features and whatnot, if we're really seeing a lot in terms of features, but there you go. Now roll her eyes. There you go. Now go male. Once again, looks just like dad. Okay, give a little more dad. Yeah, there you go. Go back to mom. There you go. Big difference. But it does make sense in terms of like the blonde hair is throwing me off a little bit. But other than that, it does kind of make sense in terms of look. So while the approach to this is completely ridiculous, it's in the end it makes sense because you have to think of it from like more of a realistic perspective. Right, like what would it look like if my grandparents looked like this or whatever? Like some of you guys look at your grandparents when they're younger and you're like, oh wow, that looks just like me when I was younger, etc. But man, oh man, like I wish they would have just given us a much better system of doing this. So this part, even though on when I explain on Twitter, it sounds stupid. It really truly does. It does give you a lot of variation. You don't get any now variation and precise customization options. They're definitely very far apart here. We're not able to go, okay, well, the bridge of my nose is a bit much. I'd like to trim that up a little bit and check that out, see if I can do that. Well, forget it, because you have to find a grandma who you can't see because you can't zoom in on that. That looks like that has, I guess, let's see. Maybe we find. Let's do this. Mom's resemblance is to the father, so we'll change the father until we find a mother that has a very short nose. There we go. She has a short nose. You can actually kind of see it in my face as well. Your resemblance as we put it towards mom. Right? We put it towards dad. The nose doesn't really change. Towards mom again. Let's go to the dad's mother here. Dad, it looks like mom. So let's go ahead and give mom the tiniest nose you could find as well. Which is, again, it's very difficult to see because it's such a small little icon. And actually, here we go. So this is... Let's do this. Let's do this just for a test here. Grandpa 14? No, 12? Okay, so obviously they're different on both sides. They did that because they don't want you to pick the same for each one. Okay, so I want to see the differences in noses. And, you know, we have obviously, you know, the pointy nose on the left-hand side, characteristic of, you know, you could say kind of a European descent. And then of course we have black / you know, African descent, which has a much more pronounced nostrils and a wider base. And that's what we're going for with grandpa and grandpa, which it looks like it from here, especially granddad's got a nose. But for me, if I change my resemblance to my dad, look at that. Look how the nose actually trims up. Perfect. That is good. That is definitely good. So this part, while the approach is just doesn't make any sense, it's still good. Now, lifestyle. This is the part where it gets stupid. Sleep. You would imagine if I got no sleep, I would look like shit, right? Let's go and reduce this all the way down to nothing. Notice that nothing happens. All the way up. Nothing. Now, when I get no sleep, I have huge bags under my eyes. Like anybody else, if you get no sleep, you're gonna have bags in your eyes. You know, that's just that's what happens. Nothing. No change whatsoever. Okay, so maybe sleep is just a point dump, right? Because you're spending your points on your lifestyle. So maybe that's just a point dump, and that's it. Just get rid of the extra. So what happens if we start reducing things over here and partying, okay? And doing illegal work. And maybe we'll get rid of friends and family. There we go. So this, I guess this is our vanilla character. Okay? Now it's not, I'm just saying that because, you know, we want to kind of get things going. Now that is 0.5 hours of playing sports and working out. Suddenly, you know, you change. Go back to nothing. Boom. Okay. That is a half hour of doing legal work. Now, I'm pointing this out because it's not possible to actually make this build. Because it would not allow you to continue unless you spend all the points. So let's see what happens if I create lots of sleep. Oh, see, it did change. The family time did change it. So something here might not have an effect on my look. Oh. And we'll keep going until we find a threshold. And then that's it. I can't do anything else without changing the balance. Now look in the lower left corner, you could see that there's lung capacity and all that stuff. All right, lung capacity, driving, strength, and you can see what each individual stat affects. This is kind of an interesting way of doing this, but in order to attain the look that you want, you have to toggle stuff. So let's go ahead and do legal work. We'll jump this up. Half-hour legal work or 10 hours legal work, it's look exactly the same. We're gonna find that threshold here by dumping points out of things. We'll get rid of all the sleep. So you sleep and do legal work. We'll pull this up. Apparently this guy only has one suit, but we'll keep adding here until we get to a point where he's going to change looks. Oh, it's still not strong enough. Let's back this off a little bit. There we go. And you can see in the bottom left corner, it looks like whenever the flying drops below that second bar or that third bar threshold, it changes. Okay, perfect. Now I found a good point to go back and forth. Notice how my character changes every time he goes into legal work, but doing slightly less legal work, it kind of stays the same, right? So that is, I guess, this threshold of working out. If you're trying to attain a certain look in this game, you're gonna be flipping these things all over the place, having a difficult time working it out. When you get in the game, you could hopefully, when you get into the online portion, you can actually go and change it. But who knows? You might have to actually go to a store to buy stuff, and that might require in-game money, or might require who knows, like maybe GTA bucks or something. I have no idea. I know that there's a microtransaction system coming, or that's in, but I've not yet reviewed it or taken a look at it. But hopefully it's good. I'll just assume that they didn't fuck it up, but I'm sure that they did. But you're gonna be here all day trying to find the perfect balance of, you know, sitting on the couch will give me a little bit more flying skill apparently. Doesn't change my look. That's good. So that is the flying, I guess, threshold there. Oh, no, 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 no. If I pull this up, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't even make any sense. Partying. Let's give me some partying stuff. Let's see. At what point here in the stats does the change? Nothing. Okay, let's drop this down some more. Oh, there it is. What was it? Nothing. There's no bar being crossed on the stats side that changed this. It seems just to be some kind of weird balance thing. And as he says, I keep going back and forth. My character changes dramatically. Try to find a good look here. Give me a moment. No, I think I went back too many. There you go. I'm gonna find surely one of these. It's like almost Miami Vice here. Let's go and give him a half-hour more sleep. And let's go ahead and go to the appearance side. And this is where you're gonna go through and you're gonna change things out. Check this out, check this out. I'm gonna go to 40. This is me at 40 years old. So what do I look like at 21? Yep. There you go, 40, 21, 40, 21. There's a little bit, it looks like there might be a little bit of something going on there. What is it? Is my lips are not quite as puckered? It looks like, yeah, they kind of, yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. But not enough to really make any kind of difference. Yeah, hair color, you choose light brown, you can do auburn, you go blonde, you could go completely wild with it. But your beard, however, stays the same no matter what. You can't change, it's just a texture, you can't actually change the color of it or anything like that. So we're not getting into, again, we're not gonna get to that APB style of customization. We're not even getting we're not getting obviously into Mass Effect style of customization for those of you guys who maybe not play APB. The facial stuff that you could do in some of the Mass Effect games was definitely very, very in depth. Hat, we can change hats. Now hats are completely dependent on your outfit. Glasses are as well. So but back off here, go to lifestyle, and let me go ahead and drop points out of playing sports, working out. Let's get that suit back. There we go. I tweeted it looked like a doorman. Am I lying? It looks like a doorman. And let's go ahead and give him a nice, clean look. Oh, now he looks actually kind of snazzy. Look at that. Hat. There you go, different hats. All right. Some fringe, some Dick Tracy, and some glasses. We get pretty stylish. Look at this dude. This dude looks pretty stylish. Check him out. Yeah. Kind of liking the look. Completely random, really, but there you go. So that is the APB character creator. I'm sorry. The Grand Theft Auto Online character creator. No, it definitely does not hold a candle to the APB character creator. And it's the approach here. In some respects, I'll give it to them. Some respects it makes sense because it gives you variation, but instead of just giving us something simple like, you know, give me, because again, I seriously doubt when I go into GTAO, I'm gonna be rolling with my family or something like that. Yeah, sure, you might see your mom in the house or whatever, like you do in the game. Like I think the character, I've only played the actual campaign portion of it for like an hour or so, but there's a character inside of one of the characters' houses, which I think is the mom or something. I have no idea. I'm actually certain it is. So yeah, you might run into one of these characters there, sure. But why not just nobody gives a shit what their parents look like in this game. Just give me, what's the female version look like? Oh wait, she actually has a suit on. Oh, almost, a little pantsuit. Okay, kind of, not really. At least that doesn't like randomize. That's good. But yeah, why not just give us, you know, eyes, cheek, nose, chin, lips, right? Brow, ears, facial structure. I don't know. They decided to go this route, and it's just, it's so fucking strange. But this is the part that just doesn't make any sense. Like, really? Like, I just pick good stats, and just when you get in the game, I don't know, go beat up people or spend real money to buy clothes you want to actually wear. Just focus on the stats, I guess, and just kind of go from there, because that's about the best you could do. So that's it. Once we get some more time into the actual online portion of it, which might actually be up here right now, I'll go jump into that, but I'll let you guys watch this in the meantime. Then, you know, maybe you guys will see some more videos from that. But until then, my name is Mike B, aka Phony. This is Grand Theft Auto Online's character creator. It's definitely fucking weird. It's definitely weird. All right, I'll see ya.